And we're live. Back again for another week. Enjoy.
I got the shakes.
Enjoy us sharing the podcast for the first minute or two of the stream. Let's see here. I'm going to share this.
This is when we talk to our producer who's not here, and throw in a lot of inside jokes.
Yeah.
And
what's our producer's name? Alan.
Alan, yeah.
Alan, can you pull that up?
Yeah. And then for when we shorten it, it's yo Al. You can't shorten it.
Al. Listen.
Alan.
Okay. Doing a little share action.
Aladdin.
Aladdin.
That's a Robin Williams movie. Did you know that Robin Williams was the genie?
Yeah. Basic movie facts. That's our show. Really, really obvious movie facts. That's all it's going to be.
I love that. Today TIL Robin Williams was the fucking genie.
Okay, so a couple more housekeeping things, and then we're going to be we're going to be cooking with gas. Okay. And there we go. Okay.
It's weird, this time traveling, because I'm listening to the live part of it, and then it's us now, and it's just, I want to go back in time and hear that again.
Hear the previous 12 seconds. I guess we'll just hang for a little bit, see who shows up in the chat. Welcome to... it says 3 people watching. I never trust the who's watching thing. I genuinely don't believe that anybody's watching until about 10 minutes in, usually.
That Viacom eye symbol is very scary looking.
Yeah, the all-knowing eye of Les Moonves. Oh, well, not anymore. Not anymore. Who's the president of CBS? Who took over? Do you know?
No, I don't. I don't think I should know.
I hope they have a name as cool as Les Moonves, you know? Yeah, maybe he's a monster, but his name is pretty good, you know? That's the one good thing you could say about Les Moonves. Pretty good name. Solid name.
I don't like Leslie, though. Leslie?
Oh, is it Leslie, his full name?
Wouldn't it be Leslie?
Leslie, I suppose. That's a very old name. Leslie Nielsen. It's all 70, 80-year-old men.
Leslie Jones is a 50-year-old comedian?
Well, I mean, for women, I think it's a little different, but for as a male name, Leslie seems like an older name. They don't use it as much, you know.
No. Like men named Beverly.
Is that a thing? Bev?
On Will and Grace, there's a gay man named Beverly.
Beverly. I suppose. Yeah. I mean, it's 2020. Anybody can have any name.
Well, I guess the character is like a 80-year-old Kentuckian queer.
Oh, maybe it's a Southern thing, because Leslie also seems like it might be a Southern.
It could be a Southern thing.
I don't know.
Like this.
Yeah. Well, who is it? Is it played? Is it that? Who's the actor that plays Beverly?
In that Will and Grace show. Oh,
is it that Southern guy who's popular on Instagram?
Yes, that's that old queer guy.
Yeah. He's pretty great. What's his name? Frick. We should shout him out. I'll look him up. Hold on. I'll look him up.
He's got a good Instagram presence.
Yeah, it's fantastic. He got famous after COVID broke. Beverly Leslie, played by Beverly Leslie, played by Leslie Allen Jordan.
Okay.
Leslie Jordan, yeah. From
So we were talking about Leslie and Beverly, completely independent of this Will and Grace actor.
Holy shit. Well, Leslie Allen Jordan, if you're not following him on Instagram, give him a follow. He's very funny, from Chattanooga, Tennessee, and he's got the deepest Tennessee accent I've ever heard, and has some good Southern, he does a good shit.
He's got a front porch and a back porch and a swing. What are those porch swings?
A porch swing.
He's got one of those.
Know.
Yeah, he's got a porch swing. Yeah. I've seen that video.
Just
of him
hanging out on
that porch
swing. Old porch swing. Leslie Jordan. What's he doing these days? Well, I guess the show's back, so he's on the show.
It got
canceled.
It was brought back, and what is canceled these days?
Until the next renewal. Hold on, I'm going to drink water.
Yeah.
I have a mute button now, so I can drink water on stream without it making too much noise.
So I think I'm within this box, right? There's nothing beyond this arm right now. Like when I do this,
Yeah, I don't
see
see
the
it.
arm.
You got your.
Oh.
Oh. Hey, John. Bye, John. And that was Watch Rewatch for this week. I'm just kidding. Okay.
I had to investigate a small liquid over there.
A small liquid. A little bit of liquid.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was out of control.
Out of control. So we're just waiting for some people to pop in. Hello to anybody jumping into the stream. Welcome to Watch Rewatch. We're just getting started. Just a little.
Facebook is texting us.
It's 2 minutes past 8. 3 minutes past 8. The weather in Montreal is currently in the 20s, a little bit humid and overcast. And the forecast for tomorrow, this is the weather now. This is the weather. Watch Rewatch and the weather. We weren't making enough money as Watch Rewatch. We were making no money. In fact, this was costing us money. So now we have a sponsorship with the Weather Network, and we are obligated to give weather updates every 15 minutes. So
Meteo, re-meteo, weather, re-weather.
Oh, and I'm just blowing my nose on stream. It's allergies. It's not the Rona. Okay? Leave me alone.
You going to save that for later?
Going to save that for later. Yeah, just going to
gross.
Sniff into the... I should use my mute, and then I can sniff as loud as I want. Didn't hear nothing.
Your beautiful white... No, I didn't hear
nothing.
I feel like if you go too hard, the back of your head's just going to go
just
boof.
You're going to spray all over the back of the wall like a squib. Okay, well, I guess we're about 6 minutes in. Let's play a little bit of that theme music and get this show on the road. Welcome to Watch Rewatch, the podcast that is brought to you by the Weather Network. I'm Sean.
I'm John.
And we're back for another week on a Monday, not like Tuesday. We're back on Mondays. Generally speaking, this is going to be a Monday at 8 situation, but sometimes it'll be Tuesday. Sometimes it might even be Friday. You know?
Sometimes.
It's a little bit of jazz.
Mondays is a good day for watching content because then you get it out of your work schedule week thing, right?
You watch it on the Monday. It's a good day for consuming the tent, apostrophe T-E-N-T. Getting that tent.
That's new
getting
to me.
Your quota of tent.
Yeah.
I'm sure people are getting their fill of tent these days.
Yeah, it's not called ET or Entertainment Tonight. It's called Tent Tonight. Eat Tent Tonight.
It's content tonight. It's not entertainment.
Speaking of
it's
tent,
content.
Did you see that trailer for the new Tent movie? Christopher Nolan's Tent?
Okay, so Christopher Nolan's Tenet. Yeah, I'm this whole thing.
Is that going to be entertainment?
I don't know. Here's the thing. I don't know the history of his trailers, but I didn't find this trailer super good.
The new one.
The teaser right. I thought was great. This one was just weird and stilted, and also because there's so much exposition in his movies, I'm just like, I don't know.
It reminded me of the Grand Budapest Hotel for some reason, that trailer. It's just all these characters in some European setting running around, and that's it. I mean, that's the Grand Budapest Hotel, but this one too. And Robert Pattinson, I think he's very good in that trailer.
Oh, I forgot he's in it. Yeah, there's a lot of people in this. It's Mr. Washington. What's Mr. Washington's first name? John Washington. Isaiah Washington.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Denzel's
kid? I think he's related to Denzel. I think he's Denzel's son.
Yeah. But it doesn't have a score by Hans Zimmer. It has a score by the young guy who won an Oscar for Black Panther, and he also looks like Weird Al.
Goransson, the Swedish guy?
Jorgen?
Jorgen?
I don't know. But yes, this guy's scoring the movie.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Which to me suggests that Christopher Nolan watched Black Panther and thought, wow, I need him for my movie. Which is weird.
I still haven't seen Black Panther. I'm behind on a number of the Marvel movies. But how is the score?
Shame on you. How was the score? It was remarkable after it won the Oscar. Before that, I was like, oh, it just sounds like every other
kind of Marvel
movie. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Maybe a little bit more like tribal drum stuff, because there's like the whole movie's about like a specific culture.
Right, okay.
but
Okay.
I don't know. I watched it the once, and it won like 4 or 5 Oscars.
Yeah, for what? Like production designs?
Costume, production, score, maybe 3. That's enough.
Cool. Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
So you're gonna watch it now? Now that I've
now that
it up?
you've given it a medium endorsement, not even a ringing endorsement, yeah, we'll see, maybe. Just seeing if there's anybody.
It's got a poster, and I don't know. Do they say the name of the movie in Black? I guess they do.
Did they do a title drop?
Do they do it? I don't know. Do they ever say "Help, Black Panther, help me"? I don't know.
I guess, does that count?
They call him by his first
Does that
name.
count though? If it's like a name, I feel like it has to be a title that's like more than a name to count. And I feel like somebody needs to make. We have all these wikis for every genre of, not genre, but like you'll have wikis for specific franchises, like Wikipedia for Star Wars, or
Lostpedia
for Lost. What's the Star Trek one? Anybody in the chat, if anybody wants to pop in and correct me on that, please do. I can't remember the Star Trek one. No, Memory Alpha. Never mind, I remembered.
Memory Alpha.
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say something like
Data's Cortex.
Force. No, what's the name of the school they go to in Star Trek?
Starfleet Academy.
That's it. I was going to call it the Academy. There's only one Academy.
The Academy.
That. Yes.
Yeah. But that could be our
anyway.
thing. We can do a wiki for title drops.
Okay. Well, they don't say the title in this movie. Can't hardly wait. Unless they do. I don't remember. Did you ever see this movie?
No, I haven't. This looks like a 90s teen movie. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's got Jennifer Love Hewitt, Seth Green, the boy from Hook.
Oh, the boy from Hook, who's not an actor. He's like a lawyer now or something?
Yeah, or scientist.
Okay.
I don't know what IMDb says, but yeah, he's in that. I don't think they say the title of this movie in the movie.
Lawrence of Arabia?
Yeah. An unopened 2 VHS pan and scan. And it costs this much. $5.
$5.
$5 for a big ass movie, including Best Picture. So they don't say that. I don't think they say Lawrence of Arabia in that movie.
Vicky, my wife is in the chat saying she can't hardly wait to make me watch it.
Oh my God. And I think you should watch the VHS.
I feel like that might be the right way.
It includes the Smash Mouth video that you have to watch after the credits. So you got to fast forward.
Holy shit. So there's a music video on the VHS?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like you have to fast forward after the credits to get it.
Okay. I think that's going to be the way. I need to get I'll borrow your VHS machine then.
You're going to be couch locked, but in the wrong way. You're just gonna be like, "Can I go?" Because it does all the stupid things that kind of movie is gonna do. The nerds in it, and the girl is in it, and everything you think is gonna happen in this movie will happen.
Oh wow!
Except the title dropping of the name.
We're getting a question. What is the song? The Smash Mouth song?
Oh, it's "Can't Get Enough of You, Baby."
Okay. Wow,
that's how. Yeah.
I would actually prefer to hear you do the entire song from memory with not knowing the lyrics, but then saying the lyrics when you do know them a little bit. I think that would be fantastic.
If it was a karaoke bonus feature, maybe.
Yeah.
That'll
be for our bonus episode. We'll get nothing but John doing songs from memory that he doesn't really know but knows a couple lines all the way through full runtime.
Well, this came out in the summer of, good God, 99, 98, 98.
1998.
And I saw this in theaters.
You saw that in theaters?
Yeah. Well, I was kind of like a nerd for any movie, regardless of the movie.
You just were happy to see a movie. We're getting a little... We got Michelle Pelletier from Charlevoix's backcountry saying hello. We got viewers all over this great province of Quebec. Welcome, Michelle. Great to see you in the chat. Well, actually, sorry, go ahead, John.
Well, I was going to say, Can't Hardly Wait is also disponible on DVD. See that sticker there? It's kind of in the shape of a DVD, too,
Is it a French dub version?
No, it's English, but it's smothered in French content.
Interesting. But they don't have, I guess you can't have two versions on VHS. It has to be one, but they have French stickers.
Right.
Interesting. I guess maybe it was less of a thing back then when they sold them. Or they must have done dubs too.
Yeah, they did do dubs, but no, I wouldn't have bought this movie in French. Mm-hmm. Maybe. I don't know. I don't even know why I bought it to begin with. Just because it's funny. Yeah. It's a funny VHS to own. Like if the world were to end right now and they start scavenging for our memory or memorabilia, and they find Can't Hardly Wait next to Lawrence of Arabia. They're going to assume both these movies had importance.
They're on the same level. This is the cultural makeup of this culture that's been left behind. Antonio's in the chat saying, does it have a Betamax? That's the important question. It came out on VHS, but is there a Betamax? Because that's the superior version, and we all know that Can't Hardly Wait needs to be enjoyed in maximum quality from the 90s.
But a Betamax is like an 80s
It
thing?
is, I think. I don't think there would be a Betamax of that. Betamax was, during the war between those two and was the superior format that lost.
And the cassette is huge. It's like,
I'm not familiar, but it may be a large one, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No, I never had those Betamax formats, nor did I have the laser discs.
Yeah. I knew somebody who had Laserdisc, and I remember seeing Star Wars on Laserdisc and being blown away because it was in widescreen. And I was like, I had never seen it that way. I'd only seen it in 4:3.
So it had the bars on the end of it.
On the top and bottom.
The bars.
Yeah, because
this one was modified from its original version to fit the TV. So we're just going to talk about this movie.
Yeah, it Can't Hardly Wait. Martin Reich in the chat saying he always is mixing up Can't Hardly Wait and Can't Buy Me Love.
That's a Patrick Dempsey movie?
I'm not sure. Can't Buy Me Love I thought was a song, but maybe Martin, you can correct us on what the film version of that is. I don't know who's involved or what it's about. Enlighten us, Martin. I don't want to Google it. You Google it.
Yeah, we need to be schooled on this.
We need a cinematic education in movies that nobody knows.
This movie has a school in it.
So
there's a school in it.
Technically, we've been schooled. It is a Patrick. He's confirming it's a Patrick Dempsey film.
Yeah, I knew it. I know everything about movies.
John is the most knowledgeable person I know about movies.
Yeah, and I'm gonna potentially draw the poster for Can't Buy Me Love.
That's it. We got to do live. We got to get John.
And I think, and Martin, you better tell me if this is right. I'm rushing it by. I'm spelling the word "by" wrong.
All right, so we're gonna see.
Is that correct? It's like a person on top of a person with the title.
Hold on, move it a little bit to your left.
There we go.
Nope, small movements. You're close. Is that the title? A person on top of another person. Can't Buy Me Love.
It's like a person on a person and the title of the movie. That's how I envision that.
That's
movie.
it, Martin. You can confirm. Is that? Oh, he says yes. All caps. Yes. Holy shit. Wow.
I'm an artist.
You nailed it, apparently, from memory. This has got to be... And Antonio saying, what in the name of Rorschach is that? That is that's the Patrick Dempsey film You Can't Buy Me Love. Okay, Antonio? Yeah. Come on. That could be a good segment of the show. We just get John to draw old movie VHS covers from memory and see how accurate he is.
Well, you mentioned earlier you had seen a movie, so I drew the poster to that movie, and I know you're going to get it because it's more legible.
Okay, well, here, I won't say the movie then. So, all right, so this is a new segment. Everybody in the chat, we're going to play a little game. Okay, John has drawn, for anybody just tuning in, John has drawn a movie poster from memory of a film that I've seen, and we're going to see if it's, because sometimes it's a little illegible. We're going to see if you can guess it. So everybody in the audience, please let us know what you think this is, and go ahead, John.
My fat fingers are going to cover the title. Okay. Does this look familiar?
Oh, a little to your left. Oh, no. There you go. What on earth? I don't even know what movie I saw anymore because I don't know what this is.
Okay, let me just drop my fingers. I'll do it again. There we go.
Oh, shit. Miami Vice.
Yeah, because it's like their sunglasses and like the title there.
Okay, that's true. To their two faces.
I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, it's their faces kind of close up. Okay.
They're looking down at something.
It's like a minimalist version. We got Antonio saying Sharknado 5, Martin saying Glengarry Glen Ross. You know what? Both kind of good choices. Glengarry Glen Ross is closer.
Were there sharks? There sharks in that Michael Mann movie?
Sorry?
Do they feed people to sharks in that Miami Vice movie?
They don't in that one.
Okay. Are there any like exotic animals that are pets and dangerous?
I don't think so. From memory, I don't think there's any kind of dangerous animals. I don't even think there's pit bulls or anything in it. There's like no dogs. But yeah, John mentions I did watch the 2006 Miami Vice this past week, and holds up really well. Apparently, it's a big thing with film Twitter. That's something Martin was mentioning to me, and I wasn't really aware of its cultural reappreciation, but it really holds up well. I was blown away. It's like a moody and kind of ahead of its time. It was doing digital cinematography well before it was the norm. It looks a little rough in places, but you get a low light sensitivity that gives you this sense of place that you don't really get in Hollywood films from that time. You know, these like you can see the sun setting or the sodium vapor lights reflecting off the clouds at night. Like you never saw that on film because you would have it super high key. So it was pretty fun to watch. You know, it's bleak and true to the soul of those. Because like the Miami, did you ever watch the Miami Vice TV show much?
An episode here and there. But like no. The answer is no.
But did you see the film? Have you seen the 2000?
I watched it at the time. I think I saw it. I rented it, but I don't think I finished it. It was kind of boring.
It is.
Yeah.
It's slow. I think it's so weird because when I saw it when it came out, I remember not liking it, and it's something that I guess you need a little time and perspective. But it really like the mood and the tone and the pace are all pretty fitting today. Weirdly, but I guess I think it was on a wavelength that. I don't know. They just never really. I lost my train of thought. It's
2000. It's a 2006 summer blockbuster.
Yes,
movie. It came out in the summer. It stars Colin Farrell, Jamie Foxx, and I don't know. There's just something about it that should scream moneymaker.
Yeah. It's really not a summer blockbuster too. It's like an art film, more than anything else.
A lot of like people live in houses that are just made up of windows.
Yeah, looking out pensively at the ocean and, brooding. Yeah. There's a lot of brooding in that movie.
A lot of brooding. And yeah, Colin Farrell's pretty like sexy with his long hair.
Yeah, he's got this like white trash kind of vibe going on with the long hair and the actually, so I haven't even commented. John has some new facial hair this week. Kind of similar to the Colin Farrell facial hair.
Thanks. Came in from Amazon. All the way from Kentucky. The facial hair.
Took me a second. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, I had to order it in. Yeah, I think I look like Morgan Spurlock, to be honest.
You totally do. You got that Morgan Spurlock vibe.
Yeah, I'm going to order some Big Macs and barf it up. And then I'm going to educate the children.
About how it's bad. But did you do any watches this week, John?
I did. Oh, what did I watch? Oh, I watched. I just acquired this beautiful piece of Criterion, Wes Anderson's Budapest Hotel. It before you can actually get to the movie, you have to kind of go through all this rubbish. Another box with all this bleh, all this stuff. Oh,
does every Criterion come with that much gack?
Oh yeah, essentially.
You got it.
So I rewatched that, and I kept everything. I even kept the sticker that comes on the plastic you throw off. But you haven't seen this one because you don't like Wes Anderson?
I have limited tolerance for twee, and sometimes it's just too twee for me. Okay. I appreciate
there are more bodies. There's a body count in this movie.
That's not typical for his stuff, is it?
Steve Zissou, he kills a bunch of pirates, but in this movie there's a bunch of like murder and loss. And it's his best one.
Really?
I would say it's the Once Upon a Time in Hollywood for him, the Grand Budapest.
Okay. Well,
but a very twee. Oh my lord!
Is it also very twee? Center framed.
Yes.
With pastel colors and stuff.
Oh, and the aspect ratio is going to town. And I don't know, man. It's I'll tell you what. I'll watch. I've seen all the Star Treks. What's a compromise?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. We'll find one for you. We got some comments coming in. Antonio mentions that he did see Supersize Me with you in the theaters back in the day, back in the World Exchange Plaza. He said Cineplex Odeon at Westgate is what he's saying.
We saw it at Westgate.
Yeah, apparently.
Okay.
And we're getting a request. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I think I saw one movie at Westgate, and it was like Air Force One. But that's a scary part of town. I don't want to. It's like near Britannia or something. I don't want to go there.
I've never been. But didn't they find a pipe bomb in like a dumpster at the Westgate Mall back in the 2000s or something? It seems like that kind of place.
I believe it.
Okay, so Martin is asking. So we've been talking about this with another group of people I know. There's a thing I didn't know about. So movie theater popcorn, the distinctive taste and color that it gets isn't from butter or some kind of like, just like seasoning, or it's not pre-colored. They use it. They use a seasoning. It doesn't come pre-seasoned. It's called Flavacol, and you can actually buy it. And it has something like 2,000 milligrams of sodium in like a quarter teaspoon. It's unreal. And it turns everything yellow, like movie theater yellow. So Martin actually got some, and he'd like to give some for John and Keith, and like for you guys, and for me, and we can do a little review on it. So this is going to be,
okay.
we'll review movie theater popcorn. For anybody out there who wants to make it at home, you can order Flavacol online, possibly on Amazon or another site. I don't know. Google it.
It's that easy.
Antonio's asking, is Flavacol the stuff that gives factory workers popcorn lung? A reference to popcorn lung, the semi-prominent vaping disease. I don't know what popcorn lung is, but I don't know what it does.
What's it called? Flavacol.
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 I think of it like Vegemite. Have you ever had Vegemite?
I've never had Vegemite. Have you?
I've seen it in action, and I could taste it without ever having tried it, and I don't want it. But I feel like this
Flavacol.
Flavacol.
Like Flava Flav?
Yeah,
Flavacol.
that stuff. Yeah. And then we can do like the cinnamon challenge with it if we wanted.
Ooh, you don't want to do that. You're going to get sodium poisoning for sure.
Yeah, it's going to pop out my ears and my nose.
You're going to be that guy in the Paul Verhoeven movie when he depressurizes. And is it Schwarzenegger who depressurizes? Mm-hmm. It is, I think. In like a...
Yeah, and another guy. There's like a bunch of guys in that movie. I don't know. Total Recall. The Mars movie. We did just watch a Mars movie. Pluto Nash. That was last week. That was on the moon.
Well, for anybody who's looking for Flavacol, Martin is saying we can get it at popcornmachine.ca. This episode of Watch Read Watch is brought to you by popcornmachine.ca for all your popcorn needs. Please sponsor us.
Do you normally get popcorn before a movie? Do you know? Do you need the popcorn? Like, no, we can't watch the fucking movie unless we got
Martin's an addict, and he has to. And I didn't like popcorn, but I saw enough movies with Martin where he showed me the way. And the way is you have to get extra butter layered, and they do like layered butter. So they put it throughout the thing, and then it's actually really good. And it's just like a greasy popcorn fest, and it's like enjoyable. But beyond that, I still don't love how it gets stuck in between the teeth. That's my thing.
Right. And you finish it before the damn car commercial's over.
I mean, with a large one, no, man. I don't think so. Yeah, it's just it's a lot. Martin's his order is a large layered butter, and that's like probably 6,000 calories of popcorn and butter. It's something.
It's like you go to the movie theater with an appetite, and you buy that trash, and then your belly's just doing backflips.
It is, but then you're also so thirsty, and you have to order the large drink because you've just consumed 4,000 milligrams of salt in one sitting. Vicky's saying,
thank God the movie theaters are closed because I wouldn't do that.
Vicky's saying the gross nachos are her jam. I do like a gross nacho. What about you, John? What's your movie theater snack of choice?
Ooh. Me? Yeah. I don't know. Nothing.
You're not a movie snacker? Are you not a movie snacker, or are you a bring it from Homer?
Neither. It's just the fidgeting. You know, I'm a fidgeter. I scratch. I move things. I feel like any kind of distraction from the movie is just like, not my jam. I will steal your popcorn next to you. I'll ask. You know what?
You're a smart moviegoer. You realize that, if you're going with snackers, you don't need, because nobody can finish any of that stuff anyway.
Exactly. There you go. Yeah, exactly. Or I'll splurge and get the thing that gets you the thing. Like, you get the pitch black water bottle from 19 years ago or something.
So you'll do it when you get commemorative swag.
That's it. Like the Can't Hardly Wait VHS. If that came with my popcorn every time, I can't hardly wait for the popcorn.
Oh my God. Well, Martin has some hot commentary. He's saying that snackless movie watching is a sociopath move. How do you respond, John? Those are fighting
everyone's
words.
Entitled to their opinion. Hashtag tweet.
Okay, there's a question for the audience. Should every tweet be ended hashtag tweet? Because otherwise, how do you know that it's a tweet and not just a comment?
Yeah. Well, the other snack I would indulge in is like popcorn and peanut butter the peanut M&Ms, and you put that in the damn thing and you shake
That's
it about,
actually.
and then the dill
Hold
flavoring.
on. No. Hold on. You back this up a second. I was with you on the peanut M&Ms in there, or M&Ms in there.
Yeah.
But then there's also dill on top of the popcorn with the peanuts.
Yes, because people are sharing with me, but I ain't sharing with you.
Oh shit! So that's a defensive move only. So
Yeah.
fuck.
Yes.
You know what? Effective, because holy shit.
And diet dill.
Diet dill, not full fat dill.
Yeah. Or what's aspartame dill? Whatever the thing they like, whatever they throw in a Diet Coke can. That's that stuff.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah. I took some friends of mine, well, girls, 8 and 10. I was babysitting them. We went to go see Angry Birds last summer, and I bought them snacks. And that was like M&Ms and licorice and popcorn and drinks. And you walk out of there still hungry.
Yeah, no, it never fills you
you
up.
got all that trash.
Even if you get one of them dirty dogs that's just rolling on the rollers, it's like that's maybe the most filling thing, and you're still going to be hungry by the time the movie's over. I'm sure it's all soy. It's just compressed soy.
And it's so loud. The crunching, the maneuvering of the snack. You're bothering him. You're bothering her. Like it's like you might as well be watching A Quiet Place and getting shushed for just existing.
Getting shamed in movie theaters.
But we were flashing back to
the Westgate Mall.
What was it called? West. Yeah. I sent you a picture or a screen cap of like what life would have been like back in those days. And those movies from South Keys, those are some titles.
Those are some titles. We're gonna pull this up. So John, in his continuing quest to archive, the movie-going experience of years past, had saved a newspaper clipping from the Ottawa Citizen showing movies for what year?
September 12th, 2001.
2001. So we got this here on the screen. So if you can't see it, I'm going to make it a little bigger here, and I'll put it in the middle. Check this out. So we're going to take a look at this. I want to go through some of this.
It's blue, too.
It's blue. So...
Nice.
Yeah, I got to look at this. So Rockstar, is that the Tom Cruise vehicle?
No, no.
Rock of Ages. What is Rockstar?
This is that's the Mark Wahlberg, Jennifer Aniston movie, directed by the guy who did 101 Dalmatians and Mr. Holland's Opus.
No shit. I didn't even know this existed.
The Musketeer, I think, is like a Universal movie.
Jay and Silent
I
Bob
think Tim
Strike
Roth
Back?
is in it.
So this is 2001. Holy shit.
Yeah. And AA, I guess, is adult oriented. Princess Diaries, Rat Race, Summer Catch had Jessica Biel and Freddie Prinze
And I like
Jr.
that they misspelled Jeepers Creeper. Is it Jeepers Creepers? It is with two S's. Okay. Yeah, I saw that.
My God. You could go to see O at 10:30 in the morning. You could see American Pie 2 at 10:15. Oh,
Captain
my God.
Corelli's Mandolin.
Now, that's a hilarious movie. That has Nicolas Cage and Penelope Cruz playing Italians.
Oh, no.
Or something
Maybe
like that.
that's...
And it's done, but...
I feel like I want to rewatch every movie on this list just to we're going to have a 2001 theme party and we'll just mainline all of this stuff. The Others.
And Shrek is playing at 11:05, but that movie came out in like June or May, and this is September. So that shit is still in theaters.
Just on a huge tear. Rush Hour 2. This is a big year. These are some big movies. Rush Hour 2 made a ton of money, didn't it?
And who's that guy? Did you see Watchmen, the TV show Watchmen?
Yes,
the new
I
Watchmen. Did you watch that
I watched
Watchmen?
The Watchmen.
The guy who plays not Rorschach, the new Rorschach.
Oh,
Whoever
yeah,
that guy.
Tim Blake that
Nelson.
guy, that character actor.
He directed O.
He directed O? No shit.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know he was a director.
With Mekhi Phifer, Josh Hartnett, and
Wow.
Martin Sheen? Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I saw that list and it just brought me back. It was like total time traveling.
It is total time traveling. Well, the people in the comments are also time traveling with us. Ryan Sweeney is mentioning that he'll never forget the smell of the South Keys cinema, and me neither. It was just you know what? I think a lot of it was obviously the popcorn, but it was that carpet. that fucking carpet that they had there, that just
That carpet.
the smell of 1,000 spilled drinks and popcorn butter and everything, and you'll never get it out of there. It's that stink, you know?
Yeah. Many a movie. I got that whole blueprint of that place in my head. Like I can see the payphones from here. I can see the urinals from far. Because that was South Keys.
The South Keys movie theater. Because a number of us here, both John and I, grew up in Ottawa, and a number of people in the chat did. The South Keys movie theater was the first big multiplex that was like easily accessible in our neighborhood. It was built beside a Walmart. There was a transit connection. We don't have subways in Ottawa. We have buses, and you could take the bus right up to there and go watch movies. And that's where a lot of my love of movies was kind of born. John, did you see them largely there, or
largely there? Even before that, it was like a trek to go to Saint Laurent or Britannia. And they were $5. You could just give one $5 bill. One. Who's on our $5? The Queen?
Sir John A. Macdonald, I think.
The Queen on. Okay, yeah, you're right. You're right. You're absolutely right. So you give a John A. Macdonald, and they say, "How old are you?" And you'd say, "Mind your own business."
Shut the fuck up. Let me in.
Yeah, a lot of good stories in there, but we could save that for another time.
The whole Ottawa cinema thing. But I'm curious for the folks who aren't from Ottawa, Marty specifically, I guess anybody else who might be in there. Tell us about your first time, your first cinema experiences. What are some of your kind of hallmark memories of the places you went? Were they nice? Were they small theaters? Were they big multiplexes like ours?
I feel like Cavendish Mall and the AMC Forum are like those historical theaters for most people.
I think so. If you're in the city, Martin's saying you do have a Tim Blake Nelson Watchmen mustache vibe.
Ooh, that's true. I wonder if we've seen The Watchmen, I've seen The Watchmen. I think there's a line he goes, what's the line he goes? How does he say it? Do you or have you or ever affiliated with members of the white supremacist group known as the? Oh my God. Anyway, you know what?
I know what you're talking about. That was a pretty good accent.
Oh my God. Yeah,
pretty good version of his accent in that show.
I'm putting on a show, and it's making me laugh.
Martin is saying that it was Back to the Future in theaters was kind of his big first cinematic. That's a hell of a fucking one to have. That was a bit before my time. Not saying that you're old, Martin, but
yeah, you really date a person by saying you were in theaters for watching that movie.
I'm not saying you're old, Martin, but John is. No,
I was old enough to remember watching. Oh my God. Muppet Treasure Island? Is that
wasn't that 79 or was that?
No, that's 95.
Oh, okay.
96.
There was a 70s one, but I guess it's not that one.
I think I saw Honey, I Shrunk the Kids in theaters too. I don't know. But no, the 7th Cavalry. Have you ever been a member of the 7th Cavalry? That's the Watchmen thing.
There you go. That's a good, you could do have a very, very limited career as a cosplayer for Tim Blake Nelson only.
Or Morgan Spurlock.
You know what? Do double duty. You need to make that money. That cosplay, that very limited cosplay money.
Because I keep looking at myself in the video, and it's like, is that me? You won't. I'm going to be wearing a mask when I leave the house, so it's like it's embarrassing maybe for some people, but it won't matter because I'll be wearing a mask half the day.
All right, Martin, goodbye. Good to see you. Martin is heading out to consume 6,000 milligrams of salt in Flavacol and watch Signs. He's doing a rewatch of the M. Night Shyamalan film Signs, so enjoy that, buddy.
Enjoy that. Yeah, turn up the 5.1 surround sound because when the cornfields start to whistle in the wind.
That's one of his more effective movies. I really did like that. I watched it in theaters. I thought it was pretty good. Everybody has beef with the ending, but I'm not going to comment on that for people who haven't seen it. But I honestly would like to see it again to see how I feel about it. Because, seeing a lot of these movies again 10, 12, 14 years later, a lot of them are hit completely differently.
Well, this is the point of the show, to watch and then to rewatch.
Well, you change as a person, you grow or you regress, depending.
Yeah.
I think it's something that kind of struck me because we've been talking a little bit the past few weeks about the James Bond run I've been on. Vicky and I have been doing the entire James Bond film collection, every single one. I bought them all on Apple Movies because
It's the James Bond saga.
The saga,
collection?
the collection. I'm not sure, but we saw.
What is it? What would you call the whole thing?
Well, we watched the Eon Films saga.
Okay.
There are two
Right.
films outside of that. One being a comedy, and one being a kind of rip-off because of a rights dispute with Sean Connery. So we saw the official James Bond movies, every single one. 23 or 24 films, something to that effect. And the last one was Spectre. And I remember not liking it when I watched it in movie theaters. But I tell you, when you watch every single James Bond movie from the very beginning to this, it's not a bad James Bond movie. It's actually pretty good.
Okay.
And I liked it. I didn't like it when it came out, and I really enjoyed watching it this time. So, I was very shocked because I was like, yeah, this one sucks. And then I liked it.
I know that movie had production problems, rewrites, delays, stuff like that. So when you watch this movie as one big package, you're just like, oh, well, this is just a way to kind of fix the problems that you were facing. But yeah, I'll take your word for it. I think in the theater you have such expectations because you've paid the price, you've made the time, you got your damn dill on your snacks, and it's like you just have so much like put into this. Your hope that this is going to be a good time. And then it's like anytime it doesn't reach that level, it's like a mark.
100%. And coming off of Skyfall, I mean, what an impossible film to follow as far as James Bond movies go. I mean, it's still the high watermark, even from now having watched them all back to back. Absolutely the best one by a wide margin. But Spectre is actually up there. It doesn't get there are thematically maybe not, but in terms of execution, that's the big thing. Is that Sam Mendes is a very strong director, and there's a lot of great scenes and moments, and he knows how to direct action well. He knows how to move the camera well. So like that, all of that, and Hoyt van Hoytema, who shot it, beautiful kind of lower contrast style that Bond never had. It was really something else. And we're getting some questions now. Antonio's asking what our top James Bonds are, and John, I'll let you go first. Who is your favorite James Bond?
That's a question.
Or your give us your Bond and give us your ranking.
I mean, I'm Bond. I don't know much Bond. Just the Pierce Brosnan game, the Pierce Brosnan movies, the Craig.
But give us your pick, and knowing all of that. Yeah.
Okay. It's Connery.
Yeah.
Connery is the James Bond. That's just the answer you give. And then Roger Moore, he was in Spice World, and Pierce Brosnan was in Mrs. Doubtfire. So there you go. And then Daniel Craig. I feel like every Daniel Craig movie is a reboot of the last one. It's like, every James Bond movie in the Daniel Craig series is always about restarting the legacy again. Oh, we're almost there. It's always about like the dire last minute.
It is.
But
yeah.
I think GoldenEye is the best one, right? That's the one everyone loves.
I can't say it's, from what I've seen, it's my favorite, but it's certainly up there. It's one of the best ones.
Without a doubt, Die Another Day.
100%.
Without a doubt.
It is so far beyond the worst of all of them. Like, because even the Roger Moore ones have some redeeming camp value. That one has nothing. That one is a slog from start to finish, and is the cheapest looking James Bond too. The production design is terrible. Everything about it sucks. But it's funny you mentioned that your favorite is Connery, because Antonio has a totally inverse ranking, one of a controversial ranking, if I'm being frank here. So Antonio in the chat is saying that his ranking is Roger Moore, Pierce Brosnan, Sean Connery, and then the rest. And I'm going, wow, that's more. I mean, Moore is the favorite, I guess. Depends on when you kind of grew up with James Bond. But to put Moore, then Brosnan, and have Connery third, buddy.
Connery is just aggressive. Like whenever I think of Bond Connery, it's just him grabbing a woman by the arm and saying,
my God,
"Come with
there's
me,"
so much
whether there's
arm
danger
grabbing.
or not.
Yeah,
whether or not like she needs to come, he's just grabbing her,
yanking
anyway.
people and dragging them from place to place. He is really not a good person. He's terrible, and I think that's true. From what I understand, that's true to the books. But
have you read a James Bond?
I have never read a James Bond book, and I am not sure I want to. I don't know. I have no idea if who's the creator? Ian Fleming. Fleming.
Yeah.
Ian Fleming. I don't know if he's
right.
a good writer or not. I don't know. But Antonio's saying that he loved Roger Moore as the Saint. He's classy as fuck, so that's where he kind of gets his love of Roger Moore's James Bond.
The Saint, the TV show.
I suppose, yeah, that's the show he was on prior to being James Bond, which is why he started a little bit later, because he was a big deal on TV then.
And we're supposed to get a Bond this year.
We are supposed to get a Bond, and that's why we did this watch, is to kind of be fully caught up. And I had realized, I hadn't seen so many of these Bond movies. So, it was nice to finally kind of get the perspective that I need to truly enjoy this new one.
I feel like there's a eat your vegetables joke in here for those Bond movies because it's produced by that broccoli woman.
That's true. The broccoli clan. It really, at times, it really did feel like, you were being forced to eat the driest root vegetables known to man. The mid Roger Moore years were tough to get through.
Okay, and they use the Star Wars wipes, or when you're going to the next scene, it's like they use weird wipes or they use weird transitions to get you to the next thing, right?
Do they? What are you saying?
I
they
guess.
Use
in Bond, like they use the same techniques that Star Wars is using.
I don't think so. The only effect wipes I know are when it goes from the gun barrel. It kind of does, the gun barrel goes down and it turns white, and then you see the image, and then it kind of expands into the cut. That's the only thing I know. I mean, it's possible some of the earlier ones did it, but I don't remember that.
So you enjoyed your Bond watching experience. It's all done.
I did. It's done. I'm really happy I did it.
Going back to it anytime soon.
And finally, what we're gonna start tonight is the Star Trek feature film run through. Now that we're fully done Bond, we're starting with Star Trek: The Motion Picture.
I can't wait. We get to talk about the motion picture next time.
Oh my
god! I don't even call it Star Trek: The Motion Picture. I just call it the motion picture. You put anything. You put the motion picture after any movie title, and it's already a winner in my book. Blank the motion picture. Can hardly wait. The motion picture. Anything the motion picture, it's automatically amazing.
The motion picture. It's just it's a cheat code to make your film seem way better than it should be.
The Jerry Goldsmith score is amazing, and V'ger, the woman.
V'ger, I know V'ger. I'm familiar with some of the terms.
Oh, right, you haven't seen this yet.
Yeah, but
right. So I don't like Star Trek whatsoever, but that motion picture. It's like 2001 for children.
Oh wow, I'm in. I'm just this and all of this stuff. I can't believe I've never seen the Star Trek films. Because I am a fan of Star Trek, but I got into it because of the TV shows. But there is that thing. I am so excited to watch them for the first time, and
there's a epilogue, or there's an epilogue, right? There's going to be 7 minutes of score, orchestral, and there's a fucking intermission.
Whoa! I can't wait. I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
Oh, you can wait. It's a long movie. Get your snacks. You can make your snacks during all those moments.
Yeah, exactly.
But Data's not in that one.
And they definitely don't do a title drop in that movie. That would be very strange.
They don't. They say Star Trek in the trailer for the J.J. Abrams Star Trek. I think he goes, "What do you guys think this is? Some kind of Star Trek?"
They do? Oh.
They name drop it in the Abrams one.
Why?
Yeah. Maybe they say we have a voyage home, but they don't say, "Oh, we have a Star Trek for
the voyage home." Yeah, Antonio's agreeing with you. He's saying Jerry Goldsmith made that movie. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he did one, and I think the last one, The Undiscovered Country or The Final Frontier. I don't know. I'm really impressing myself I think the more I hate Star Trek, the more knowledge comes out.
There you go. Maybe you're a secret fan. Maybe you're a closet Star Trek fan. And you're going to come to terms with it soon, and you'll be one of us. A Star Trek fan, you're going to go to... You know what? When this is all over, John, we should go to a Star Trek convention.
And I would look like... I'll keep this,
and
I'll look like... I wouldn't... Not a Worf. What are the Worfs thing? What are they? What
Klingons,
are they? Klingons.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you could go as a Klingon. Yeah, you got the facial hair now.
Yeah.
Grow it out a little bit. It'd be a good Klingon thing. And Antonio's confirming what I thought. The theme to number 1 was repurposed as this TNG theme. Okay. I'm so excited because that's my favorite.
Oh, it's ethereal, that score. There's it's just, you don't know it's just wonderful, that Jerry Goldsmith score.
Can't wait.
Just great. I'm so happy
me
for
too.
you. You can't
I
hardly
can't
wait?
hardly wait to watch Star Trek: The Motion Picture.
So I think I'm going to transfer this beautiful piece of filmmaking onto the Plex. Transfer the pan and scan version instead of the
Yeah, you
widescreen.
should archive it because
I feel like
you want to have that particular copy before it degrades.
Yeah.
And I would recommend
Yeah.
anybody who's got VHS, if you can, especially home movies, get them scanned and digitized because
get them to me.
yeah, send them to
me.
John. Give them to John. You know.
My address is the Grand Budapest Hotel.
Yep, and self-addressed stamped envelope. But yeah, if you do have VHSs, anybody watching, you should definitely get them transferred because VHS is starting to break down. We're at the shelf life end right now, and they're starting to get brittle. So if you have anything like Precious Home Movies, scan them, digitize them, put them on Dropbox, pay for a yearly subscription for 1 terabyte, and keep them on the cloud forever so that Bill Gates can eventually watch them, and he'll know a little bit more about you when he digitizes you into his matrix.
Okay. And what do I do with these VHSs that are been transferred? Just drop them off like a box of kittens outside of a Business Depot?
Yeah, you know.
Because they have e-waste.
Yeah, exactly. These are e-waste. I mean, these are before electronic. These are pre-e-waste.
If I was in RuPaul's Drag Race, I would take all the VHS film and make a drag dress out of it.
There you go.
I'm wearing my favorite movies. And they'd be like, that's so creative.
You know what? I need you to now go on the show and do that just so we get this.
Oh, the ribbons, and then I do the twirl.
Oh, man.
It's great. I already envisioned it. So now that I've imagined it, it's fact in my head.
Now make your dreams reality, John. Do it.
Yes. Thank you.
That's all you need to do things that are difficult to do or hard to do. Just get somebody bullying you. Get Gary V to come here and give you shallow advice. And I was on a thing about this today, this guy Gary V. Don't look him up. You know what? I'm not...
He didn't sing Cars? That's Gary Newman. Right. Never mind.
Gary V. He's the Tony Robbins producer? For bro entrepreneurs.
Okay.
Yeah. Gary V fell down that rabbit hole. All these people on Twitter. A lot of self-help being slung around on Twitter these days. You know, it's a captive market, as they say. And Antonio is mentioning he would keep the VHS and hoard them. Didn't you have quite a VHS collection at one point, John? And have you pared it down a little bit? I
got rid of them, and then I'm slowly collecting them back. Just for the digitization of it all. I said that correctly.
I can't even say it. Digitization. Yeah, it's just...
Yeah, it's like chia.
Chia. Oh, and Antonio's also saying Tim Ferriss is a total bro Tony Robbins. Yes, he is. There's a lot of those guys. Tim Ferriss, Gary V. There's Jordan Belfort, I guess now, who is also in this world doing self-help on the internet.
Is he the guy who was in that YouTube ad 6 years ago who was like, this is me in my garage in front of my car?
That's Ty Lopez. That's another one.
Okay, thank you. I love that you knew what I was talking about.
Knowledge. He became a meme for saying, get knowledge.
Here's me in my car.
Here I am in my garage. Yes. You know, why can't we get in on this sauce, man? We can offer meaningless advice to people. We just need better marketing.
Yeah, this is why I have YouTube Premium, to avoid that shit.
You pay for YouTube Premium. Whoa, you're the 1%, bro.
It's just, I like what I like.
Well, why don't you go get your monocle and pour us a cup of tea, sir?
Hey, if you ever come watch YouTube videos at my place, there won't be any ads. I can guarantee you that. Hey, and we could also watch Harmon Land and a bunch of free trash. The free trash they got on that YouTube Premium.
All the shows that nobody watches.
Yeah, the Karate Kid show from the perspective of the bully, who's not the bully, it was actually the other guy, Cobra Kai.
I heard that. That's one that people seem to like. Is it any good? Did you watch it?
Yeah. A friend of the show, Trevor, loves it.
Friend of the show, Trevs.
Yeah, I love Trev. Yeah, a friend of the show, friend of you and I, but I'm not going to watch it.
Yeah, we all have our limits.
Well, speaking of limits, I have to watch Airbender with Keith, Last Airbender.
The show.
The movie, not the Shaman. The show. Yeah. That's a thing I got to walk. That's the thing I got to do.
Do you have to, though? I guess so, for the, peace.
Yeah. He goes through a lot. Like the Steve McQueen movie Widows starring Viola Davis. He watched that with me without any kind of problem, without any kind of like arms folded attitude. So at the very least, I owe him one
avatar. That's it.
One avatar.
And then maybe you'll like it, and maybe you'll keep going.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll just take my glasses off and watch it that way. And, maybe it'll connect to me. Usually the arms folded attitude surprises you. Like when you sit and forced to watch something. Oh, that's actually pretty good.
Yeah, sometimes.
But Star Trek, forget that. I won't do that with
No.
Star Trek. Like, you can't sit me down. Like Picard, I loved watching you guys react to it. Like all the Trekkies in that show. You could go down a rabbit hole with how bad that show is, but it just amazes me that you guys still kept watching it. It's like, oh no, it'll get better. It'll get better. You guys kept convincing yourself it was going to get.
Oh, I knew it wasn't going to get better by the first episode, and it was more that everybody else was encouraging me that we needed to like bitch about it together and have some solidarity in how bad it was. So I was like, okay, for my buds, for my Star Trek fam, I'm going to finish this so we can all be miserable at the same time.
It's like, and it's got this credit that says developed by Akiva Goldsman, Michael Chabon, one of the lost other Star Wars guys. It's like 4 different talents with completely different backgrounds coming together for this old man show. I just felt like a big mess.
It was the biggest mess I've ever seen, and it was terrible, and I regret watching it.
You didn't rewatch any episodes.
Oh, Antonio saying what was so bad about Picard? It's no Discovery, but it was watchable. Antonio, beg to differ and agree to disagree. I thought it was the worst thing that they have done in the history of televisual Star Trek. It made me want to gouge my eyes out and snip them off like the Borg guy who gets it cut out. Like, just pull it out all the way with the drill thing, and then and just one by one, and that way, do the Sam Neill in Event Horizon, where we're going, we won't need eyes to see. That's going to be me. I'm just going to be all gouged up and stuff. I felt like that. I felt like everybody who had been to hell and back in Event Horizon. Speaking of Event Horizon, I don't think we've talked about it on the visual podcast version. Talking about movies then, good movies to rewatch, go watch Event Horizon if you haven't seen it. I highly recommend it. It's a like surprisingly well-made horror film set on a spaceship, and it's got all the stuff I like. It's got great production design, great cinematography by Adrian Biddle. Have you seen it, John? Event Horizon?
Oh, we watched it together.
Did.
And I remember just the body count and just how like rude they are to those bodies.
Oh yeah.
Like the movie treats those characters like trash. Down the chute you go. Oh, let's hit you with this thing. Oh, you don't mind getting hurt this way, do you?
Just torn up with barbed wire.
Kathleen Quinlan, like she's got this like motherly step by step kind of thing to it. And I think they like slap her around in that movie, or they disembowel her.
She gets everybody in that film. It's equal opportunity. Horrific shit in that movie. Everybody gets just fucked up, but it's done as like a haunted house in space. But it's got, if you like sci-fi, it's got some cool stuff with like wormholes and kind of going to unexplored regions and finding horrific things just on the other side, on a dimension that's one removed from us. It's kind of got that Lovecraft thing. It's pretty cool.
There's a Lovecraft show coming.
Is there a Lovecraft? Like, is it called Lovecraft?
Yeah, it's called Lovecraft Country or something. It's on HBO. It's coming out. It's set in the 50s.
Is it based on H.P. Lovecraft, or is it unrelated?
Yeah, based on his books.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah. It's like got this like civil rights thing going on. Meanwhile, there's like Lovecraft stuff going
interesting.
on.
And weirdly tying in because Lovecraft was an incredible horror writer and also one of the most racist people of all time. Even for his time, was especially racist. Like, that's how you know he was so racist. It's like he wasn't just your garden variety racist of that era. Like, it's like that's what everybody knew from the time. I bet you people even from that time were like, buddy, come on. Yeah.
Jesus.
So I wonder if they're going to tie that in, because that's something that it's been interesting seeing science fiction deal with that. Like Watchmen. Exposing the Tulsa massacre, a thing that most people, including myself, didn't know about and had been removed from the curriculum in Oklahoma, and because of the show was added back into the school curriculum.
How about that?
Yeah, I'm glad it happened, but also how fucked up is that HBO has to like make a superhero show, so you include this horrific piece of history in the history books. They just paved over it.
That's Damon Lindelof for you.
You know, like just
Another Star Trek guy.
was he involved in the early Star Treks?
No, I meant. I think didn't Braga give him a job on Voyager or Deep Space
it could have
Nine or
been.
something like that? Running around getting coffee for one of these
Well,
guys.
Lindelof is one of these guys that got a bad rap because of Lost, but has been spent all of his time proving people that he's not what you think he is. And I've come around on him in a big way, even though I didn't love his work on Prometheus. Everything since, like the Leftovers is a fantastic show, another great show. Only 3 seasons if you haven't seen it on HBO. You can get it on Crave, and for
and Crave. I don't know. I don't have Crave as a subscription, but it's basically the Americas, but for Canada. All the American channels.
Yeah,
Canada.
Crave's a way that you can get HBO, Showtime, FX, all of the premium cable channels through.
Yeah.
It's essentially HBO on demand plus all the other stuff on demand, like for a set price, $25, I think, for everything.
And if you subscribe to our show, you get a blank % discount. Just type in WRW.
Yeah, go to crave.com / or backslash. I don't even know what slash. Figure out the slash.
Yeah.
Watch rewatch, and you will get no discount, and that's a promise.
Call them up and tell them we told you.
And then tell them that there's a discount code, and then eventually they will give you a discount because they're just like, get this guy off the phone. I don't know what he's talking about.
That's how it
works.
Yeah, and then
that's the watch rewatch promise, and our promises are good until next week when we'll see you again. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for everybody in the chat stopping by. It was a hoot and a half. I'm Sean.
It was a hoot and
nanny.
Oh,
I'm Sean, and we'll see you
John.
next week.
Can't hardly wait.